يعطيكم العافية. Today we will talk about nanotechnology and its application in medicine. First of all, nanotechnology is the study of extremely small structure. The prefix nano is a Greek word which means dwarf. The word nano means very small or miniature size. Nanotechnology is the treatment of individual atoms, molecules, or compounds into structure to produce materials and devices with special properties. Nanotechnology involves work such as reducing the size of large structure to smaller structures. Photonics application is nanoelectronics and nanoengineering. Nanoscale and nanostructures. The nanoscale is the place where the properties of most common things are determined, just above the scale of an atom. Nanoscale objects have at least one dimension, height, length, depth, that measures between 1 and 999 nanometers, as shown in Figure 1. The brief explanation of pharmaceutical nanosystem is as follows. As shown in the schematic diagram Figure 2, pharmaceutical nanotechnology is divided into two basic types of nanotools, which are nanomaterial and nanodevices. These materials can be subclassified into nanocrystalline and nanostructured materials. Nanostructure consists of nanoparticles, dendrimers, micelles, drug conjugates, metallic nanoparticles. Classification of nanomaterials. Nanomaterials can be classified dimension-wise into following categories: nanorods, nanowires, which have dimension less than 100 nanometer; tubes, fibers, platelets have dimension less than 100 nanometer; particles, quantum dots, hollow spheres, which have 0 or 3 dimension, less than 100 nanometer. Based on phase composition, nanomaterial in different phases can be classified into. The nanomaterial is called single-phase solids. Crystalline, amorphous particle and layers are included in this class. Matrix composites, coated particles are included in multi-phase solids. Multi-phase system of nanomaterial includes coils, aerogels, ferrofluids. Application of nanotechnology. The different fields that find potential application of nanotechnology are health and medicine, electronics, transportation, energy and environment, space exploration. Nanotechnology in health and medicine. Nanomedicine is an application of nanotechnology which works in the field of health and medicine. Nanomedicine makes use of nanomaterials and nanoelectronic biosensor. In the future, nanomedicine will benefit molecular nanotechnology. The medical area of nanoscience application has many projected benefits and is potentially value for all human races. With the help of nanomedicine, we will have early detection and prevention, improved diagnosis, proper treatment, and follow-up of disease is possible. With the help of nanoscale particle, the testing has become more sensitive and more flexible. Gene sequencing has become more efficient with the invention of nanodevices, like gold nanoparticle. These gold particle, when tagged with short segment of DNA, which can be used for detection of genetic sequence in a sample. Nanotechnology in energy and environment. In coming 50 years, nanotechnology will play a critical role by protecting the environment and providing sufficient energy for a growing world. Nanotechnology can be used for less expensive energy production and for renewable energies in solar technology, nanocatalysis, fuels, cells, and hydrogen technology. Carbon nanotube cells are used for storage of hydrogen, thus finds application in power cars. Nanotechnology is used on photovoltaic for making them cheap, lightweight, and more efficient, which can reduce the composition of engine pollutants by nanopores filters and can clean the exhaust mechanically. Medical use of nanomaterials. Nanomedicine is a relatively new field of science and technology. By interacting with biological molecules at nanoscale, nanotechnology broadens the field of research and application. Operation at nanoscale allow exploitation of physical properties different from those observed at microscale, such as the volume surface ratio. Two forms of nanomedicine that have already been tested in mice and are awaiting human trials. Use of gold nanoshields to help diagnose and cure cancer, and the use of liposome as vaccine adjuvant and as vehicle for drug transport. Nanotechnology in the treatment of neurodegenerative disorder. One of the most important applications of nanotechnology is the treatment of neurodegenerative disorder. Nanotechnology will play a key role in developing new diagnostic and therapeutic tools. Nanotechnology could provide devices to limit and reverse neuropathological disease states, to support and promote functional regeneration of damaged neurons, to provide neuroprotection, and to facilitate the delivery of drugs and small molecules across the blood-brain barrier. Application of nanotechnology in modified medicated textiles. Using nanotechnology, newer antibacterial cotton has been developed and used for antibacterial textiles. Developmental works using nanotechnology, new modified antibacterial textiles have been developed. Application of conventional antimicrobial agent to textiles has been already reported. This technique has been advanced by a focus on inorganic nanostructured materials that acquire good antibacterial activity and application of these materials to the textiles. In the conclusion, nanomaterials have increased surface area and nanoscale effects, hence used as a promising tool for the advancement of drug and gene delivery, biomedical imaging, and diagnostic biosensor. Nanomaterials have unique physiochemical and biological properties as compared to their larger counterparts. The properties of nanomaterial can greatly influence their interaction with biomolecules and cells due to their peculiar size, shape, chemical composition, surface structure, charge, solubility, and agglomeration.